So, did you watch yesterday? The Menendez brothers were denied parole. And I guess it's either two things. It could be 3 years before they can reapply, or with good behavior, 18 months, I think. And it was really shocking because you're not usually going to hear this unless you like read through the documents and stuff or watch it. You'll see that first, they weren't in any courthouse. They were in the jail, and they used this system through a computer to evaluate them and let them know if they were denied or approved. So, 35 years in jail, and they've got them at a computer screen. And that's how they tell them that they're denied. And so basically, the only people alive in their family are all now for them getting out of prison. And basically, the parole board, I think they had the hearing for Erik Menendez first, and then for Lyle Menendez second, the older one. And first, Erik Menendez, it took a few hours. We found out on the same day, I think it was like Thursday, we found out that they had denied him parole. But the shocking part to me was how they denied Lyle Menendez the next day. And remember, these guys are in jail because in like 1989, they staged the murder of their parents, Jose and Kitty Menendez. And then they said it was in self-defense and that their father had been sexually abusing them for years. And later it came out that he had sexually abused them and that he had sexually abused people in this music group called Menudo. And I guess there's now Netflix series and documentaries and everything all about it. And more information saying that, yes, they were abused by their parents, both of them. And so, like I said, Lyle Menendez, they went out of their way to say that people who break rules in prison are likely to break rules in society, talking about him. And they said it's because when he was in prison, he continually used cell phones where he didn't have the right to use cell phones. He had a tablet or something, but he didn't have the right to use a cell phone. He would continue to break that rule. And they also said that, I think that they said that he got his degree. So first, they brought up all this stuff from their past, like how they were charged with like burglary when they were teenagers, and then how Lyle was accused of plagiarism when he was a student at Princeton, and he was suspended for Princeton for a while. And it was just like, I can't believe that's what they're bringing up to keep him in jail, his education. And that's the part that was kind of scary. They thought that he would still be a threat, a moderate threat to the public if he's released. That's what they said, that he would be a threat to the public. So, he got his degree, and he's on his way to getting his master's degree in prison. So I think there is a fear of these people that even though their victims are dead and most of the people from that time in 1989 have passed away or they're very old now, they still believe they're a threat to the society, especially now since everybody knows about this case probably and the notoriety of it and the fact that they're well educated even though they're in prison and they've got family support too. I think that's why they're keeping them in there. So there's a few things that they could do. This isn't over. They don't have to wait for 3 years like the parole board says. They can ask for clemency from Gavin Newsom. One signature from him, and they're out. What do you think about this? Don't forget to like and subscribe.